Hi, this is Greens Boundary, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it on your calendar so you don't forget. Let's get started with, we're going to try some new cards. This is from the Healing with the Fairies. Ooh. Now, the old deck, Universe Has Your Back deck, awesome deck, just got a little old. So we thought we tried something new today. So let's pick a card at random from our Healing with the Fairies. Now, the card is a message from Universe to us. It's the Miracle Healing card. Very nice looking cards. Give our TikTok fans a look. Of course, on TikTok, it's all reversed, so it's all spelled backwards. Unless you're dyslexic like me, you probably can't read it. So it's the Miracle Healing, and that's pretty much what everybody needs at this moment in time. As we're gaining new momentum on improving our situations around the planet, I think we really need a good amount of healing around the planet and making sure that we start to learn to forgive and forget. Well, not forget, but forgive many of those who have trespassed against us, and try to move forward with many of the things that we were doing previously. And I think that's this coming up very, very soon, if not already. That's pretty much the mode that we should be getting into moving forward, and reminding ourselves that it's not us that's the problem. It's those big guys on who are the leaders and all that situation. They're the culprits. Okay, let's get with health and wellness. Now, I think the discussion of is future tech. So health and wellness, let's have a look at that on how it's going to be going into the future. Is there any new things that are going to be cropping up for the societies that are out there? I think we just went through some health thing not that long ago. Let's have a look at if something else is on the horizon that the governments are trying to, or the established professionals are going to try to convince us of in the next little while. We got some good questions on the horizon here. We'll get through some of these questions that I have set up from the viewers. So going forward in the next little while, I think we're pretty much done the COVID thing overall. Even now, people are still trapped in their minds with in the entire COVID thing moving forward. But I do not think they're going to be starting to. They're trying to convince people of a new thing. And there's some new rumors floating around, but the health of that is not going to be very good for them. Okay, I think people are going to be focusing on many other things, and I think most of the population has figured it out that they may have been lying, and probably lying again. So the health of this particular situation, to try to get us scared again about some health concern, is going to be falling flat on its face on the most part. Okay, I think there is going to be something else that's going to be cropping up that they're going to try to push on us, and I don't think it's going to be catching anytime soon. Financially, I think many of the companies that were peddling many of those things going on are going to be having hard times in the next little while as they get sued and all that sort of thing moving forward. I do see that moving forward. So I do not foresee any new health crisis moving forward, at least for another 2 to 3 years from today. I think they're going to be trying some new um, fear tactics on the public moving forward. You have to remember that the only way they are staying in power is that they have to make up something to fear, that we look to them for protection. That's how they stay in power, right? And the people that are involved in that particular situation, I think, are going to be moving on to other things like Fauci and all that. Those people are going to be running away and be very, very scarce. So, and I think I did that in a reading not that long ago, that he'll be not in the public eye anymore as he used to be. And I think basically his uh, usefulness is pretty much done. Okay, so there's some good food for thought for the next little while, that they're not going to be at least trying to do some health scare on us for the next little while, at least 3 years from now. Okay, let's get into the next thing as we're waiting for more people to come onto the chat. Social justice issues. Now, there's a lot of that going on right now, and a lot of that the pushback against that particular transgenderism and all that nonsense that's going on is basically falling flat on its face as we move forward. I think people are really tired of that nonsense going on. So let's have a closer look at that sort of thing. Now, these things I brought up onto Chat GPT. I asked it to give me some questions for today, and that's where these are from. So if you're wondering, and no, AI is not going to be taking over the planet. We'll get into that a little later. Okay, so social justice silliness going on. I think the health of that is going to be ending by the next springtime. I think most of that is going to be moving on to other pastures and moving on to other situations, and being more and more real as we move into a new hard time, especially with the financial system. And I think people are going to be focusing on other things besides nonsense that has been going on. Something that one of my friends brought up is this whole transgenderism is being pushed. Now, this is his words, because of the elites are praying, or part of a cult that prays to a creature that is transgendered. Okay, it's both male and female, and you may have seen the thing doing this, and has bull horns or goat horns and all that sort of thing. Bahamut, I believe, is that creature that they actually are in cultish behavior with. So that's kind of the idea behind this whole trans gender thing going on, and that's why they're basically pushing that, is because of their cultish beliefs. Okay, and this is basically what he was saying to me, and I went, Now, I do think that would be a complete truth, and they pray to some owl thing, of course, as well. But going forward, I think that particular situation is going to be going away by next spring. So we're going to be moving on to other things that are more important for the world moving forward.
You got paused.
I got paused.
Yeah, your live is not moving.
Everybody see me?
Yeah, see you just can't. You're not moving. Oh, there you go.
Can you see my eyebrows?
You can talk now.
Okay. Apparently we cut out. Maybe they heard me talking about stuff. So moving on, I think this particular issue is going to be done by the end of next spring. Not this spring, but the following spring. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty much moving on to other more important things in the world are going to be taking precedent over nonsense. Okay, let's get into the next one. Are we paused again?
No, it's just way behind.
Who?
You're just way behind.
Oh,
You're okay.
okay.
You're supposed
I got to catch up with myself. I've ran ahead. The beauties of technology, which is the next topic, which ChatGPT picked out for us today. So let's have a look at how technology is going to be changing in the next little while. And what are some of the things that are going to be changing? I was thinking about this particular question and meditating on it, where a lot of the situations we're kind of going to be in the next little while coming to a stalemate on much of the computer technology, and we're going to have to move forward from the certain technologies that we are implying or using right now, the microchip, the silicon chip, maybe coming to the end point of its usefulness. To move forward, I think they're going to have to move into something else. So I am seeing that there's going to be some type of bubble technology, which was something that was brought up quite a while ago. I remember reading about the bubble technology, which would be kind of a vegetable matter, which they could utilize for keeping information upon. And I remember reading a scientific novel on that a long time ago. And I do think that is the way forward for that type of technology would be that bubble type of technology moving forward in replacement of the old microchip, which is reaching its limits on how much it can double. I'm also seeing that there's going to be getting back to fossil fuels for the next little while. The electrical vehicles are going to be going away, and we're going to start to see AI intelligences in almost everything that we're going to be using. Everything from your clock to your watch to your phone, on doing small things. And that's basically Cliff High was talking about that in one of his videos called Small AI. And it's only going to be used in certain things for small tasks. And we're going to be seeing more and more of that being put into your vehicles, your watches, your phones, that sort of thing going forward. And it would be kind of a Jarvis type of thing, like if you watch Iron Man or something like that. Even in your microwave, you're going to start to see AI moving into that space. So just be ready with that and know that that's going to be your microwave's not going to take over the world. It's going to have limited understanding, but it will be smart enough to run many of the things around microwaving. So just think of it as an assistant. Okay. And I think most of the AI is going to be geared towards that. Okay. Hopefully that answers many of those questions about future technology coming up. Okay. Now, if you weren't with us last Sunday show, we did okay. We had Rosie and was it Rosie? I know Bob Job and Anne were really they did really, really well last week. Last Sunday's show with the remote viewing. Okay, so this Sunday show, we're going to have a new number already. Make sure that you come out It's a little hard with two people doing everything. So the new number for this Sunday's show is 793-131. Okay, so make sure you write that down for our TikTok fans. And that'll be the target number for next week's or this Sunday's show. Now, the question is, do we want to continue with remote viewing? I know a lot of people have enjoyed it. Okay. So I was just wondering if you'd like to change the format of the show a little bit. Maybe less remote viewing or more remote viewing. So email me or even ask. My wife's online right now, so you can ask her many of those questions on how to move the show forward. I think it's getting a little stale in certain areas. So what are some of the things that you would like to see, okay, be part of the show? Okay. And yes, the wife had her birthday last Saturday, I believe it was.
You believe?
Huh?
You believe?
I believe. I'm a believer. And unfortunately, she had to work, but we did go out for a little bit. So, like the remote viewing, maybe more when Discord is up. Okay. We could do. Oh, the secret is out a little bit. Marlon has been working on our Discord channel, and he's just about done. So for all the people that have been waiting for the Discord, he emailed me today and said it's almost ready. Might be another couple of weeks until we roll that out. So be prepared for the new Discord channel coming up very, very soon. So have a think of what you would like to see added to the show. Okay. And just give me an email. Everything, all the information is at secondreadsboundary.com. Okay. So let's move on with the chat.
Okay. I'm coming.
She's coming.
We'll be prepared.
Have a sip of coffee while we're waiting. Hi, Andre. A few chartists are saying that we are facing some heavy resistance on BTC in this area up to 31,000 K USD, and some saying no, we are going to break past it or drop down soon. So you're talking about the end of the wedge. So if you listen to chartists, there's a transcending wedge and it bounces between this certain spots and all that sort of thing. I think we're going to be going to the downside a little bit. Okay. That is supposed to be the resistance point. And so it would go down to the next support level, which would be Canadian, which would be $23,000, something like that, and then start to go back up. I am picking up that it's going to go down once it gets to that. If you watch traders, they'll talk about that. It's going to go beep a little bit, not where your hair is going to be catching on fire and you're going to no, it's going to go down a tiny bit. From Canadians 41,000 right now. American, I guess it's 31,000, and it keeps bouncing off that ceiling. So I think it's going to go down a little bit in the next week or so. And then start to go back up. So some good instances for traders to make a little bit of money, because you need that up and down to make some money, right? That's how you make money doing trading, is that motion, right? The more it moves, the more you can make. So it's going to go down a little bit by next week or so. So that April showers I was talking about, And then it's going to be popping up in May. April showers bring May flowers, as Woo Woo Dude had said. And I do agree with him on that. It did go down marginally yesterday, so I think it's going to go down a little bit more. So there you go. Long explanation for a little pretty basic question. A very good question, though. Hi, Andre. Had a few dreams recently. Okay, recently indicating mass chipping and CBDCs and the hidden powers accelerating it all. Some cards plays. Now, they can't chip you if you don't allow them. Some people are going to be silly enough to get that done, but we can resist this particular situation. You can say no. And I was talking about this with a guy at work. They always leave a back door somewhere when the COVID thing in the hospitals was going on, and everybody was supposed to get the thing. And then they opened the back door for the wife to walk through. Okay, well, you can do a test every day in this private room, which nobody can see you. That's kind of a back door to the situation. So there will be back doors to everything that they give you because they need something to go through themselves. Because they're not going to be trapped with the CBDCs and the chipping, the elites, the rich, the powerful. They're not going to go through that. They're going to find a loophole or some back door that they're going to be going through. And if you watch them, oh, there's the back door. And if you pay attention and not give in to the fear, like many people did, because they thought they were going to lose their job and didn't have the choice or think they had the choice, there's going to be some type of back door. There always is. Okay? Always go around stupid. So this mass chipping and CBDCs, there's going to be some type of back door. Do you think the ultra wealthy are going to be getting into CBDCs? No. Basically, what the information that I have on CBDCs, it's like a coupon that you're going to be issued, and you're only going to be allowed to buy certain things at certain times at certain locations, unless you go through the side door over there, and then you can do other things. I don't think the elites are going to go for that. So we're going to find out what they're doing, and we're going to do the same thing. It's probably going to be open up to everybody, but they're not going to tell everybody. Okay? So we're going to pay attention, see where it goes. You wanted some cards with that, but that's basically what I'm picking up on how that particular situation. You can say no. There will be other solutions. Okay? Do we need cards still?
Oh, you want to?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, throw some cards down. Do not be alarmed. We have to remember the only ones really telling anybody about these CBDCs is us. Have you seen any advertisements for CBDCs on your news? Commercials between the Super Bowl? No. Which makes me go, huh. You would think that they would advertise it in some way. The only ones bringing out this information is us. Interesting. So what I'm picking up is they kind of threw it out there, but they're not going to be moving forward with that in any large way. Many of the people in the banking industry do not know this CBDC. They go, what? What's that? You ask the teller at the bank, do you know what CBDCs are? I go, no. If anybody would know what a CBDC would be, it'd be the banker teller. Because they have to be prepared for stuff, right? So do a little bit of research. I don't think they're going to be going through fully with it because it's a half-baked idea that I don't think they have all the nuts and bolts figured out. Okay? And the chipping thing, that again, you would see advertisements of it somewhere. The only ones putting that information out there is us. Interesting, isn't it? Okay? And that's basically what the cards are saying. Don't give in to fear. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Some churches are saying Litecoin will pump before its halving coming up. Is that true? Pendulum. Hey, we haven't done pendulum for a while. But the pendulum. It's saying no before the actual halving. Kind of like how Bitcoin does it. When it goes through the halving, then a little after the halving, it goes boom. So I think that's going to be what's going to be happening with Litecoin. It's usually a little after the halving itself, and then a little after that, then it pumps up. And I think the wife was saying $500. Can't remember what did you say?
I said 2,300.
2,300
or 230.
200. It's either that or 230. Her psychic
Wasn't sure how
ability.
many zeros.
Her psychic abilities have put extra zeros on the back end of things. That's okay. It's 100 and something right now. I think the all-time high for Litecoin was about 500. Of course, this is Canadian money. Okay, so it was about $500 Canadian, last all-time high. So I think it will get very, very close to that and a little beyond that after the halving, which I believe is very, very soon. Okay, hopefully that helps you out.
Oh, 3,500 he says.
3,500.
I don't remember.
It's either $3.50, 350 cents, or something with a 3 and a 5. Okay. Well, Pledge Finance crypto reached 0.05 or 0.08 cents US or more in the next 2 to 4 years. 5 to 10 year outlook. Hey, let's use the other cards. Why not, eh? We got them. If you got them, you can use them. I like changing it up every so often. You have to remember, tarot cards don't actually have any power. It's just a way of focusing the mind. The power is with us. These are only tools. I'm watching some tarot card videos the other day. Tarot cards have no powers themselves. It's just there to help focus your mind. Okay, you need something with a random element. Okay, so I'm picking up that yes, it's going to be getting to that 0.05 to in that particular time frame in the next 2 to 4 years. I'm also picking that there's going to be some type of drop coming up very, very soon before that happens. So there's going to be some good buying opportunities out there for everybody for Pledge Finance coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So get it while you can. Buy it nice and cheap. and I believe it's going to be going up to a new location. It's going to find Harmony. Okay, it's the Harmony card. And we got the new location, meaning it's going to be going up after in the next little while. And I do think this is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. So be ready. I don't know exact times, but it's going to be very, very soon. And 5 to 10 year outlook. It will arise about many of the situations that it's going to be going through in the next little while. It will survive many of the things that it's going to be faced with, as is most other cryptocurrencies at this moment. I think the SEC is just, I think they just got beaten with a silly stick in the last little while and doing odd things. But I think getting through that, they're going to be doing very, very well in the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Bud Light sales a glitch problem or long term? They're trying to get back. I heard they had a new commercial or something. Me and the wife don't drink, so I don't really pay attention to these things. Let's have a look. Is it a glitch? Will they recover? I don't think they're going to be recovering from this particular situation for that one product. I think it's Anheuser-Busch that owns Bud Light. I think they'll have to put their efforts into other products and regain the money that they lost from that particular situation and bring something else along. A lot of people don't understand that Budweiser-Busch owns different beers or brands. So I'm picking up that they're going to be utilizing one of the other big brands to make up the losses and try to save themselves from their silliness. I do see some rebranding in a big way, and even changing the label and the name of the beer. The same beer, it's just different coat of paint on it. I think they're going to be doing it in the next little while. They got all this beer, so just put it in a different can and continue this. It's like Bud Light, but it's a different brand. Wink, wink. I think that's basically what they're going to be ending up doing. If you've seen any of those, How It's Made, you remember that old Canadian show? Great show. And they show you how beer is made and all that. It's huge. And that'd be a lot of beer wasted if nobody bought Bud Light anymore, because they pre-do it in huge batches. So I'm thinking that they're going to use the same beer and put it in a different can so they can get rid of all the old Bud Light and just have it's like Bud Light. It's different. Wink, wink. So yeah, it's going to be a long-term thing that they're going to have to deal with, and they're going to just change things. Okay, thank you for that question. Hi, Andre. I've been having some back problems and other issues that have me concerned about being able to provide. Well, it's stress related. I'm already picking up on old injuries. Usual. Okay. Will it get relieved? I think as soon as you start to not enough movement. Sometimes movement is the key to life. So once you start moving and doing all the things, and being more active as much as you can, everything will straighten itself out. Make sure that you surround that particular area with white light. And white light is very easy to just think white light, put it between your hands and put it on the back. Get professional help as well. But I think it's more stress relief than an old injury that if you've had. Movement will alleviate that, as my old kung fu teacher would say. What's the medical intuitive say?
It's a flesh wound.
It's a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Just no, it's a joke.
I know.
Oh.
Quoting Monty Python. Is it bad? I don't think it's bad. It just seems bad.
Yeah. You have to work through the pain to get better.
So get back into motion.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. Starts with some light stretching, some light exercise, maybe some yoga, Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. That sort of thing to get everything moving. The more movement that you have, the better it'll become. Use that white light around yourself. If you really need to have professional Reiki master, just go to the site irenesbyhunter.com and give the wife an email, and we'll get you hooked up and all that sort of thing going on. I don't think it's going to be permanent. Okay? Just make sure that you get back into motion. Don't go crazy. Start off small and work through it. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Will Gary Gensler from the SEC be removed? I was watching him today. Before he destroys crypto. Just a disclaimer. Crypto will not be destroyed. The only reason it would be destroyed is we allow it to. You can say no and find ways around dumb like Gary Gensler. Okay? Why do we listen to these idiots? Why do we give them power? Right? There's other ways around stupid. Now, saying that, I think he is on the way out. I said I didn't watch the video. In your YouTube feed, you see pictures of the thumbnails. I looked at him, and he looks very sad. I think he knows they do not have a case. So you're going to be getting some peace of mind very, very soon as cryptocurrencies shift. You have to remember, Gary Gensler is going to be on a short lease very, very soon already. He can only do so much because who else has cryptocurrencies besides the regular people? The elites, the banking industry. There's going to be a moment in time when somebody like BlackRock, so you go, hey, Gary, buzz off. And you have to remember, BlackRock is such a large entity that it would probably make him poop his pants. Seriously. And I think I mentioned this previously. He can only do so much before he gets swamped by the larger entities like the banking industry, the BlackRocks, the Fidelities, the name a bank in the United States. They have crypto. And if you're stepping on their wealth, you're going to go bye-bye very, very quickly. Think of that when you see all this nonsense. Most of it is to keep you in fear. Okay? Going back again, you can say no and move around that. Okay? Don't let that fear get you down. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Oh no, I didn't mean 2 to 4 years. I mean 2 to 4 months. I think we already went over that. 2 to 4 years, yes. 2 to 4 months, I think it will get into that area, but there is going to be still going to be that bit of a drop in the next little while. Okay, hope that gets you back on track. JSNIP had a dream that ETH will drop close to 50% from where it is now. Will it come true soon? That JSNIP. He's been pretty accurate. I'll give him that. No. The pendulum's saying no. So, I think it will drop. Everybody gets to these drastic numbers. It's gonna drop to 0. Stop that. That's your fear talking again. And too much YouTube clickbait titles. It will probably go down when they release the coins and all that sort of thing, but not by much. People like to make money and they'll keep their Ethereum locked up because they're making money. I don't think that will happen at that amount. It'll probably go 5-6% down from where it is today. And then it'll probably go up with the rest of the market because it doesn't want to be left behind when Bitcoin goes up very, very soon. I know you want cheap Ethereum, but I don't see it going down that much. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Last question. If there is enough time at the end of... Oh yeah, we got time. Just a 3-card reading if possible. Cheers. The other question is, do we want to continue with the horoscope readings on Saturday? Nobody shows up. So that's the question. Molding our show to your liking. Somebody's having fun with you. And we got that laughter card and the nice little female fairy. I think it's that lady friend that you're talking about. They're actually having some fun with you. This is the time to rejoice and know that that particular situation that you're hoping for is going to be happening soon enough. Not tomorrow, but soon enough. We're going to be jumping for joy, and everything is going to be nice and hopper, kicking up your heels. And it's going to be a new beginning, and you're going to be very, very distracted. So please get the thing worked out before girls and stuff. I know how people can get distracted by girls. Nothing. New relationships can distract us from things. I think that's going to be very, very soon, and you're going to be in a good way. Don't forget about us. But you're going to be busy in other aspects of life, and I think it's going to be moving a little smoother for you in the next little while. And you're going to have a little bit of spring in your step, so it's going to be a lot easier to get through that particular situation. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out, Marlon. Hi, Andre. Your favorite show, Redacted, has a female host called Natalie Clayton. Will she continue to do other stuff? Maybe. Redacted is a pretty good show. It's a husband and wife team, actually. I haven't watched it for a while. I've been focusing on other things. I think she's going to be broadening her horizons and moving on to other things. I think she's going to continue with the show. But I do think there's going to be some side projects that she is going to be doing that are going to be very beneficial to her. She's getting a little restless with the situation. I think she does need something new to get her out of the fog that she had been in for the last little while, and honoring her feelings and aspirations and all that sort of thing moving forward. Okay, hope that answers your question. Can you do a reading on unicorn coin? Unicoin? Unicoin. Okay, so trust your intuition. You're asking the question because you have some idea of how it's going to be moving forward, and you're going to be you're more psychic than you allow yourself to be, and I think you're picking up at actually where it is going. I think it's going to be going along pretty well for the next little while for what you want it for. Okay. And honoring your thinking and your feelings on that particular subject moving forward. I think you're on the right track with what you're doing. I think it's going to do very, very well in the next little while for what you need it for. Okay? Hopefully that clears up the things that you're thinking. And I think for the rest of the people that are going, huh? That it's going to be doing very, very well. Maybe at cryptocurrency, more for the trading, not for the keeping. Okay, for the next little while. So if you're a trader, you might want to look into the unicoin for the next little while. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Ethereum or Lido staked Ether? Lido? Never heard of it. Which one will do better, right? Right now, both at the same price. Okay. These cards are a little stiff still. That's okay. I think Lido staked Ether's not going to do as well as Ethereum. There's a whole huge thing going on with Ethereum behind the scenes, and even though it's going to go down a little bit, I think it's going to do much, much better over time than Lido. Okay. Never heard of Lido. Let's have a look at that. I got stand your ground, which is basically telling me stick with what you know and what has been established, and even though it may be it's a Ethereum killer, it's not. And I think there's going to be bigger things with Ethereum than other cryptocurrencies that are going to be trying to come along and do their thing, and being aware of your environment as well, which just meaning be aware of the market overall and what it's doing. There's going to be a lot of newcomers onto the scene. Not all of them are going to be good. Okay? So thank you for that, Ann. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Hello, Brad. NHL playoffs are starting tonight. Winnipeg is playing Las Vegas, and Las Vegas tonight. Who wins this series? Is it best of 7 series? Well, that's a question for the wife.
I was thinking about it on the weekend, and I don't think Jets are going to win.
No for the Jets.
No.
I might hear about it in the morning. The other guys in my shop, they watch the hockey.
I mean, they might win a couple, but I don't think they're going to win it.
Oh, you don't think they're going to go all the way?
I don't think they're going to win. This is playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win overall. No.
So they're not going to get the cup.
No.
Stanley Cup. I think that's what it is. Stanley Cup.
Yeah, so.
Grey Cup is the football. Stanley Cup is the hockey. Okay. Tells you how much I know. I am picking up that the Jets won't win it overall, but I do think they may be winning tonight. And then they'll get full of themselves and they'll start losing. Usually what they do.
Yeah.
So I think they'll win 1 or 2, then fall flat on their face as they usually do. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. When will the next crash? Better buying opportunities happen in 2023. We're going to have one very, very soon in April. And I think after that, there may be one more in June-ish, around there. But I don't see anything huge happening in that cryptocurrency market for quite some time. I do see it going up quite a bit in the next while. Not because cryptos are amazing, and they are. It's because of the banking system starting to collapse and people looking for other avenues to protect themselves and their assets. Hopefully that helps you out. Doge 4.20 is in 2 days. Is Elon going to launch something? He loves the memes. Oh, the rocket that he's going to be putting up. I've done it a lot. I think it will go up, but I don't think most of the world's kind of like, eh. I don't think it's going to have the impact that he's hoping for.
The weed meme.
Huh?
The weed meme pot 420.
Oh, I thought there was a rocket launch. 420. The wife would know this.
Because my brother knows this.
Oh yeah, her brother. 420. Now we're in the right lane. I'm thinking rocket ships. I guess they both get you high. Up in smoke. Okay. Yeah, if it's related to that, it'll probably go off. Let's just throw a card or two down. Now I'm flying in the right lane here. Yeah, it's happily ever after. So yeah, it's going to be launched. I don't think he's going to get the thing that he was hoping for, but it'll have some impact on. It'll be kind of newsworthy, um, and he's going to have a good belly laugh at it all. So now that I know what 420 means, what about learning the skills of dowsing? Even when everybody hones in their skills, do like missing person cases or predicting the next center card with pendulum.
Senior card, the one with the star, the moon, the circle.
Oh yeah, we got those.
Yeah.
Oh, you're answering the question I had before. Dowsing.
Yes.
How would I do that on air? We do have dowsing rods over here and our big box of stuff, and we do have the cards. Give me a second. Slight intermission. It's our dowsing rods. They're all tied together though.
Homemade.
Huh?
Homemade.
Homemade. We made them because we were running a class, and we got quite a few of them. It's just coat hangers with a little bit of straw on the end so they can move when you're dowsing. They're all tied up together so we don't get them all mixed up and stuff. But yeah, we could be dowsing. I'm not sure exactly how it'd be fun for the audience. Because if you want fun, right, and at least interesting, maybe everybody make their own dowsing rods out of coat hanger. That'd be fun. It's not that hard. 2 equal lengths of coat hanger. Do a 90-degree angle. Okay. Put a little loop on the end so you don't lose the straw. Oh, hopefully you're in a part of the world that still has straws. Don't use those paper things. And yeah, if you go to the dollar store, you can probably pick that up for coat hanger and straws for next to nothing at the dollar store. So we could do that. That'd be fun. Or what we used to play around with the dowsing rods is somebody would push their energy, into the dowsing rods and make them move. So you can bring them out, bring them back, that sort of thing. Maybe we could do something like that on live. Well, that'd be interesting. Or you're talking these things. That's what you're meaning, right?
Yeah.
Circle, the square. We got stuff. So yeah, we could do that too. I'm not quite sure exactly how we would do that. Maybe you can write me up an email or write it here on how we could implement it into the show, make it fun, interesting, that sort of thing. Okay. What was the other question? Missing persons. I haven't done that in years. If you want to bring up an actual case in your area, we could all work on it together. Like we'll designate a particular show for missing persons or mysteries, and then we could all work on it together as a group. That'd be kind of fun. What do you guys think? Leave me a message, email me, whatever. Put it in my comments of the video. and we can go from there. Hopefully that lots of great ideas there. Thank you. Yeah, you probably didn't think I had all that stuff. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Pandemic 20. Please ask the cards about why I keep seeing a cloud tunnel with a light. You're going through a particular situation that doesn't seem clear. They're just showing you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, it's not clear to you. Okay, they may be giving you the information that you are needing to get through this particular situation that you're going through. Even me can be a little dense. So universe will have to slap you on the head. Go, hey, wake up. So just pay attention to that. They're probably trying to give you information that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Here's some solutions. Pay attention to all the other things that are going on around you at that particular time. Yeah, it's something trying to connect. Probably one of your guides going, hey, wake up. Here's some information for you. Yeah. So pay attention to that. Don't be afraid of that process. I know a lot of people tense up when that sort of thing happens. Just let it flow. Your guides are there to help you. Surround yourself with white light. Another use for white light, very easy to do. White light, think of it. Surround yourself with it so you can protect yourself from other things, and it'll allow it to happen. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out.
Just a quick comment here.
Finally started buying BTC today and put it right on Trezor. Andrew, you got me started. Have a bunch other coins, but you got me rolling on BTC. Thanks. No problem. There's going to be some interesting things that are going to be happening with BTC coming up. I think there's a new layer 2 solution happening right now. I was watching today in the morning show on TMI, The Modern Investor on YouTube. And it's another solution for the Lightning Network. I think that's coming up very, very soon. Okay. Thank you all. Make sure that we're doing our homework and that everybody comes out and helps. And think of other things that we can do up on the show to make it more exciting, more interesting, more fresh, and more to what you're wanting. Okay. With that said, make sure if you like to come talk with me on a professional basis with a reading, if you like personal reading with me, make sure you go to sacredreadingsbyandre.com. Where all that information is there. Okay, you can email me and we can figure it out from there. If you like a healing with Yvonne, that's also on sacredreadingsbyandre.com. Especially if you got a sore back, wink, wink, or anything else like an ankle or something. You just go to sacredreadingsbyandre.com. It's on the pull down menu and you hit it there. And all that information is there as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to sacredreadingsbyandre.com, where we have the affiliate link to the Trezor cold storage wallet. If you should happen to buy one from that affiliate link, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Okay. Thank you all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.